Okay, we're on 22. And what do you see there? You see 1 over x squared, the root of x squared plus 1, and that's a dx. Again, looking at it, you always wonder what to do with the problem. And certainly someone said, well, it looks pretty tricky to me. And it is tricky. This is a tricky question. I'm kind of looking at it, and let me take a look. I'm going to make a suggestion of factoring out an x squared from the radicand. I want to see what I get over there. 1 x squared. I'm going to factor an x squared out from the radicand. So what do you get? You get 1 plus, well, that's going to be x to the minus 2 now, and then dx. All right. I know this might seem tricky to you, but I gotta do other things with that, and I'm gonna write this down over here. 1 over x cubed. Now, it is a bit tricky because someone made a question about that, what I just do there, to the square root of x squared, and I called it x. It's really the absolute value of x, but I'm not too worried about that. All right. Let's see how we're doing. I think we're okay. What I'm going to do now is make a substitution. And the substitution I'm noticing now, it did by chance, by the way, but I'm noticing if I let u equal 1 plus x to the minus 2, I'm seeing its derivative, or its differential, du, in the problem. And what's that going to be? Minus 2 over x cubed dx. All right? So let me write that a little differently, and write minus 1/2 of a du is equal 1 over x cubed dx. All right, let's write this down. I'm going to point out what I'm looking at up here. I'm looking at this over here. And I'm going to go to the u's now. Let's see what we got over here. So I'm going to say du. I got that part covered. I got a 1, and that's going to be the root of u. All right, that looks pretty simple. Let me just write that a little differently. U to the minus 1/2 du. I can integrate that guy pretty easily. And what do you get? U to the 1/2, divide by half or multiply by 2, plus some constant of integration. Let's go back to the x's. It's going to be 2 root. And what's it going to be a root of? Well, 1 plus x to the minus 2. All right, plus some constant. All right, I'm going to rewrite a little differently. And what do you get over here? Let's write this down. You're going to get 2, the root, 1 plus 1 over x squared, plus c. I'm going to rewrite it a little differently. You don't have to, by the way. Don't think it's like a mandatory. It's going to be x squared plus 1 over x squared plus c. And by the way, I'm going to use the absolute value symbol now. So 2 root x squared plus 1 over the absolute value of x plus c. I think to play it safe, though, I would certainly list this as an answer, like this one over here, safe answer, safe answer, safe answer. All right? We'll look at the key, though, and see how we did. And we'll look at problem number 22. I want to see if I have these written down for you. And I noticed I made a mistake somewhere. I wonder where the mistake is coming from. I don't know if it's on my key or not, and I want to see if I've got, oh, you know what? I see the mistake now. I'm going to correct it. And it's important I looked at my key and note I made a mistake somewhere, because I'm looking at my key and that's not the answer. I want to point out I'm seeing the mistake now. And I forgot to write that in there. I'll put that in there now. So it's going to be minus 1/2. And what do we get over here? I'm still getting the minus 1/2 over here. What do you get over here? You get minus 1/2 over here, which is going to give you a minus 1 now. Let me put that down for you. My eraser out. I'm just making corrections. It's important to look back over things and make corrections, by the way. I put the minus sign down. I'll go back, get my red pen out again, and see how we did. All right, let's take a look. Am I getting it? And I think I'm getting this. I do see that. And I also see this answer being listed over here. I feel good to go next question. Thank you.